thank you for popping in to see what I'm up to today. I'm Jo from Cotton and Fluff. Join me where I'm going to look back over what I've made so far and what my next plans are and what patterns I'm going to be attempting. So the first is the dress, the Charlie dress. This is the dress that it's my very first dress pattern that I made. I chose it because it looked simple and all the reviews were excellent. If you're looking for a beginner pattern, always see if there are reviews on the pattern so you can get a bit of a snapshot of what other people's thoughts and feelings were about it and how they got on making it. And sometimes they post some pictures as well, which is lovely to see. So I picked the Charlie dress, which is from a company called Hubbarding. She does some fairly straightforward patterns. There aren't too many to choose from, but you've got a lovely selection of dresses and tops on there. So as I said, Charlie dress, plain smock type dress. I will pop some details up here while I'm talking through. This blue one, I think this was my first one I did, and I just did it in some blue cotton, but to break it up a little bit, I did some embroidery on the front, just across the bodice, just to add a sort of little extra touch. So that's that one. And I think these dresses are perfect for, well, you can make them in whatever fabric you really want to. If you want to do it for the autumn, you can use your cords, your needle cords, your heavier cottons. These are just in some lightweight cotton, and I primarily made these for the summer. So that was the blue, and then I love this colour. I did it in a pink, like a pastel pink and white stripe at the top and on the sleeves, and then the bottom it's check. And what I like as well is she teaches you all these different techniques. So this is where the neck interface is done, which I'd never done before. So it was a big learning curve for me, and I was really, this is my very, very first attempt. So I did use my overlocker for the edges, but obviously if you haven't got an overlocker, you could do your zigzag stick or your finishing stitch if you look on your machine guide. And then I sewed it down as well, just to stop it from lifting up. So that was the pink, and that one, I do love that one. I think that one is my favorite. I also did the other one, which had the which is over here, this one. This is the Charlie dress that I did with the embroidery on the skirt. Had a bit of a nightmare with that, purely down to me. What I did is, as I was embroidering this large bow here, I had the fabric tucked underneath the main fabric, so it was stitching through like 4 layers of fabric. So when I came to take it off the hoop, it was stuck. So that was a whole evening of unpicking. So I put a larger applique bow on there. And then of course I had to do something with the other piece that had the little tiny holes from where it was attached underneath. So I have popped a little bow on there as well. Wasn't planning on doing another one, but I needed to cover it up and I don't want to waste the fabric. So, and this has got like a pink floral bodice on this one as well. So that's another nice summer dress. Really nice and simple and not too challenging. Okay, so moving away from dresses, I decided, because I love wearing dungarees, okay, today this isn't me made, these are Lucy and Yak dungarees that I love, and I just think they're just so super comfy. So I decided to do either the Heyday dungarees or the Erin dungarees from Tilly and the Buttons. The first pair I did was Tilly and the Buttons, and I did those in a cotton, kind of a heavy cotton, a bit like a cotton canvas almost. I don't know what you'd call it, but I did it in this one to go in between seasons, sort of autumn into winter into spring. So now with the Tilly and the Buttons Erin dungaree pattern, you've got different options for the fixing the straps. So you are able to do 2 straps and then they just tie on your shoulder, or you do your buttonhole and then you thread your strap through and tie a knot, similar to what I'm wearing today. So that's how I did that one. And then just to make it a little bit different, the next Erin dungarees, these ones, which are lovely, which I've done in a fine needle cord, I wanted to do something slightly different. So keeping one strap, instead of having the buttonhole here, I put the button on the top piece of this front panel, and then I put the buttonholes through the strap and simply do it like that. So you've got lots of options. I think with all of Tilly and the Buttons patterns, you've got options. You've got so many ideas because they are such fantastic patterns. So many people use them and adjust them and add to them. They just go on and on and on. So always think outside the box. Think, how can I make it a little bit different? So that was those ones. What a pickle. Okay, so moving on from the dungarees. With the dungarees, even if I did some plain ones, you need some tops to go underneath. And I think with some of like the denim, I've got some plain denim dungarees, and to have some different tops underneath just to break it up. So I went on to this is another Tilly in the Buttons, and this is the Stevie top, which is such a cool pattern. So there it is, there's the Stevie top, and it's quite straightforward, but it looks super cool when it's finished. It does come together quite quickly. Again, learning about the neck interfacing, so Tilly guides you through that. Sleeves. The sleeves I will come on to in a moment. At the back, which I like, you've got the bow, which obviously you could do in contrasting fabric if you wanted to as well. So now these sleeves, you can see this is what Tilly suggests as you fold them up, and then you just tack them, which are lovely. I'm not really keen on my arms too much, so I would have liked something a little bit slightly longer. So what I did, rather than turn them up, I'll show you on this navy blue floral one. What I've done on the edge here, I have done it slightly different. So it's just given me a little bit more length in the sleeve if I want it. And again, bow at the back. And another one. This one does look lovely with, obviously not with what I've got on today. It does look super cool with some denim dungarees or over leggings or whatever. So that's the navy. And then talking about the panels, what I wanted to do was make a really nice, fresh, summery one, spring top. So I've done it in a grey and white gingham with a pocket, but then on the back I've done a different panel. So I've just used some Laura Ashley fabric and some pink plain cotton fabric to make the bow, and I think you agree that's really quite pretty. And the sleeves, again, done them slightly longer, so I haven't folded them back up like they suggest. I mean, I think Tilly wants you to try whatever suits you and whatever you want to do. It's all about learning, isn't it? And it's just so much fun. I just absolutely love it, because you never know what's going to happen, and you learn every step of the way, and you get better and better and better. And I think I've had to learn that whatever you make for yourself, it may not be perfect, it may be not in accordance with the pattern, it may look slightly different, but it's yours, you've made it, it's perfect, and it's what you want. It's a lesson, it's a learn, it's part of your journey into learning the sewing and the dressmaking, and you will look back on these and think, oh yeah, I did it like that. But you've got to, I think what I've had to do, because I was very self-judgmental about what I'd done, and I thought, I compared myself to people on Instagram where their finished pieces were absolutely beautiful. There wasn't a hem, wobbly lines, all the seams were done beautifully, it was cut out, it was perfect, it hung beautifully. And I thought, I felt a bit low, and I thought, why? I'm sewing, I'm making a garment for myself, not for anybody else, and it's part of my journey, and basically my love of sewing and creating things and using different fabrics. Okay, so now the next item, which if you're looking for a very pretty, really feminine, floaty blouse that will show off your skills, but it's not going to challenge you too much and it's not going to get you in a pickle whatsoever. And I found a company called the Sew Club Patterns. I came across her patterns on Etsy and I downloaded it, sent it off to the print shop, got them printed, and I've taken it from there. So now this is the Florence blouse, which you will see a little picture up here, and I absolutely love this pattern. It's super floaty. You've got lovely puffy sleeves, and it's just a loose elastic just around the arm, and they come about sort of 3/4 of the length down your arm. And the back, you've got a bow. Obviously you could wear it the other way round, it's entirely up to you. So I really do love it. It's a nice length, simple hem, it's not elasticated, it's just straight down. So you could wear it over leggings, you could have it over shorts, you could make it in a lovely soft linen, which would be fantastic for the summer when it gets really nice and warm. It's a beautiful day today. It's warm in the sun but chilly in the shade, and it was a frost this morning, so we're not quite there yet. But yeah, so this has just been done in a blue and white cotton, but I think it's lovely, and I did it in another one as well. This is my absolute favorite, and I've done this in a white and rose fabric, and this has got lovely sleeves again with the elastic. Okay, and same on this side, and the bow at the back too. So that is the Florence blouse, which I think is a great beginner pattern. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link all of the patterns and people, whatever that I've mentioned, down below with a link, with a clickable link, so you can just click on it and it will take you to where the pattern is, and it will tell you all about it. And then when you look into your pattern, it will tell you what fabric you need, or what fabric they suggest you need in the type of fabric, and then according to the size that you're going to make, it will tell you what fabric you need as well. Always sit and read through a pattern before you start buying your fabric and cutting out your pattern. You can obviously trace your patterns if you want to from your main one, so that you can make it then in lots of different sizes. Or if you know you're going to be making the garment just for yourself, then by all means just cut out your pattern. So that is what I have done, but there are a few that I haven't made yet, and I'm hesitant to cut them up because I think I would like to make them in some different sizes and different fabrics. So that's that one there. So it doesn't look very much, does it, when I sort of put it together, because it has taken me a while. I am a very slow sewer, but I'm just enjoying it and taking my time, because I was rushing at the beginning. I know I was making absolutely stupid mistakes that now I look back, I think, why did I do that? And I think, okay, but I've learned, and I've learned, like with the embroidery, doing the bow, that was a rush. Why was I rushing? There wasn't a need to. I wasn't having to do anything afterwards. I was just there to do the embroidery, but I didn't pay attention. So take your time and enjoy every step of your journey. I'm going to be back very soon with another video. I'm still deciding on what to do next. I would like to make a jacket, so I think it may be a Tilly and the Buttons one, but I haven't completely decided yet. Friday I'm off to the Stitch Festival in London, so I'm really looking forward to that. I just hope it doesn't rain, although I'm going to be going on the train and whatever, so it's no big problem if it is raining, but hopefully it will just be another lovely day like it is today. So thanks ever so much for staying around today, and thank you for watching my next video. It's so kind of you. And if you could like and subscribe and tell your friends, anybody you know who's thinking about starting to sew, or somebody who is a sewist but just wants something comical to look at, please tell them, point them my way. Okay, so thank you so much everybody, and I will see you very soon. Thank you. Bye bye.